Hi.
To start with the recipe, first, let's make our custard base by whisking together 7 egg yolks, 1 3/4 cups of white sugar, and 6 tablespoons of cornstarch in a bowl. Keep whisking until the mixture becomes noticeably pale and thick. You'll know you're there when it forms ribbons that hold their shape for a few seconds when you lift the whisk. Next, we'll heat 1 1/4 cups of whole milk with 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract until it's scalding hot. You'll know it's ready when you see small bubbles forming around the edges of the pan, but don't let it come to a full boil. Now comes a crucial step. We need to gradually mix our hot milk into the egg yolk mixture. Pour it in a slow, steady stream while whisking constantly. This process, called tempering, prevents the eggs from scrambling and ensures a smooth custard. Return the mixture to the pan and cook over medium heat, stirring constantly. You'll notice it's starting to thicken. Keep going until you see large bubbles breaking the surface and the custard coats the back of a spoon. This usually takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Time to finish our custard by whisking in 2 sticks of unsalted butter, piece by piece. Wait for each addition to fully incorporate before adding the next. Once it's silky smooth, transfer to a bowl and cover with plastic wrap directly on the surface to prevent a skin from forming. Pop it in the fridge to chill. Let's move on to our cake. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 165 degrees Celsius. While it's heating, grease and line your cake pan with parchment paper. This temperature gives us the perfect environment for a tender, even bake. In a large bowl, combine 1 1/4 cups whole milk, 1/3 cup vegetable oil, 3 large eggs, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Whisk until everything is well combined and looks uniform in color. Now for our dry ingredients. Sift together 2 3/4 cups cake flour, 1 3/4 cups white sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Sifting is important here as it removes any lumps and aerates the flour for a softer cake. Time to combine our wet and dry ingredients. Add the wet mixture to the dry ingredients and mix just until combined. The key here is not to overmix. Stop as soon as you don't see any dry flour pockets. Here's where the magic happens. Add your softened butter and mix until the batter becomes smooth and silky. You'll notice the texture change dramatically. It should look like soft serve ice cream when it's ready. Pour your batter into the prepared cake mold. Give it a gentle tap on the counter a few times to release any air bubbles that might be trapped inside. Now for the baking. This will take between 40 to 60 minutes. You'll know it's done when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean and the top springs back when lightly pressed. Once baked, let the cake cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. This brief cooling period helps the cake structure set up properly before we remove it from the mold. Finally, once your cake has cooled completely, you can spread that delicious chilled custard on top. If you prefer, you can also use buttercream instead. The custard should be thick but spreadable. If it's too firm, let it sit at room temperature for about 10 minutes before using. And that's how you make this delicious recipe. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more recipes like this one.
Bye.